You talk a lot about, I love what you talk about, the end users not involved. I have this thing, I think we have a problem with designing in conference rooms and conference calls and not in the context
Yep.
of where care is delivered. And you mentioned something earlier about Apple, but people are just able to use it. So how do we know? When we've designed something really well for caregivers and for the consumers, how do we know? How do we measure it?
Sure.
What does it look like from your viewpoint?
Sure. I think it's really easy. I mean, you're looking at metrics, right? Whether you're looking at HEDIS measures, whether you're looking at your quality outcomes, whether you're looking at a patient engagement solution and figuring out, gosh, did I move the needle? Did I actually engage the patient? It's very simple. Did they come in and get their mammograms? How many of them did?
Yes.
Did they come in and get their preventative screening, their colonoscopy, their pap smears, their vaccinations?
Sure.
Did they even just come into the office? And don't forget, just ask the patient, did you like this thing? I mean, how many times do we get surveys for, again, products, retail services, hospitality?
All the time.
All the time, right? So I think that the movement in health tech is so exciting because we are now about the data. We have access to the data, but we need to be looking at it. So we know if we're successful, it'll be really clear. The usage, the value-based outcomes that are being moved, the satisfaction both on the patient side as well as the physician side. The end user will tell you, just like when you look on Amazon, this thing was awesome, this thing sucked. They'll tell you. It's not hard. You just got to ask.
Yeah. Last question, because I know you're in a hurry. From your viewpoint, you've been at AT&T. You're in a provider system now. If you had anything that you could tell the world of healthcare design, whether it's devices or software, even the building, what would you want people to remember? Like, look, I've seen so much of this. Please remember to do.
Sure.
What would you have
So
them do?
it's simple. It's the KISS methodology. It is keep it simple, stupid.
Yep.
Doctors, consumers, we all like things to be simple. We know technology can do a lot of stuff. We know there's a lot of bells and whistles. We all get overwhelmed, right? When there's alert fatigue, when things are so sophisticated that it's out of the reach of the end user. The end user is only engaging with the technology or the provider for a simple problem, for a single thing.
Right.
And sometimes we get so excited by what we can do on the technology side that we just forget the end user. And it's always the elegant, simple designs that go the distance.
Awesome. Thank you for taking the time. It's so nice to finally be able to meet you.
Likewise.
I appreciate all the posts and the way that you're causing us to think better about healthcare design.
Thank you so much for having me. It was really, really a pleasure.
You're welcome. Nice to meet you.